My shoulders are not what they used to be, and my right knee sounds like a bowl of Rice Krispies when I walk. And honestly, a lot of that is my own fault. Just this last weekend, I painted my office. It's a simple job, nothing heavy, but when I got to the ceiling, I could feel my shoulders popping when I used the roller overhead. And that's what 20 years in the trades does to you. And I didn't help myself because for years after a long day on the job, I didn't stretch, I didn't ice anything, and I didn't do the work to take care of my body. I went home, I laid on the couch and popped a couple of ibuprofen, and I called it recovery. And I'm not telling you this from a point of excellence at all because I made mistakes. And I want you to hear from somebody who lived it so you don't have to. I would tell people going into the trades that you have to take care of your body on a daily basis, a daily consistent basis. Because working in the trades is going to take its toll on your body. So, what nobody tells you when you start in the trades is the job doesn't just wear out your equipment, it wears out you. And by the time most guys figure that out, it's already down damage that doesn't reverse. If you're new here, I'm John, and I've got over 20 years across carpentry, plumbing, construction business ownership, and home inspecting. I've seen guys in their 40s moving like they're 70, and I've seen guys in their 60s still swinging hammers. The difference at times was good genetics, but mostly was not luck. If this kind of straight talk is what you're looking for, hit subscribe right now and drop a like. It helps this channel get in front of the tradesman who needs it most. You want to know the most common recovery plan in the trades? Come home, sit down, don't move, take 2 ibuprofen, maybe a couple of beers. For me, it was beer on the weekend and plenty of it at times, and repeat that the next week. That was me. And I'll be straight with you. It wasn't just the couch and ibuprofen. On weekends, I did drink a little too much. During the week, I probably ate too much sugar and ate whatever was fast, whatever got me through the day. And I wasn't eating like a guy who was asking his body to perform at a high level every single morning. And yeah, I worked out, but it was sporadic. There was no plan, no consistency. I'd go hard for a few weeks and then fall off. I liked riding bikes, kayaking, and hiking. But what my body actually needed was a strict stretching routine and a lightweight program. Something that was dedicated, ongoing, and definitely daily. And something that countered what the job was doing to me. And I just simply never did that. And I feel like I'm paying for it now. And here's the thing, ibuprofen does work in the short term, but you're masking the pain because your body's trying to tell you something. And if you never listen to the message, eventually your body stops asking and just breaks down. So let me break down where the trades hit your body the hardest and what I wish I had done differently. The back is the first thing to go for most guys. And it's not just from lifting, it's from the position you're in all day. Maybe hunched over a subfloor, bent at the hip over a sink, hour after hour, day after day. I had guys tell me I didn't even lift anything heavy. I just bent over to pick up a pencil and felt a pop. That's not bad luck. That's years of accumulated stress with no counter movement. What I should have been doing was some kind of core work every morning. Not crunches or planks or bird dogs, but movements that stabilized the spine for whatever the job was throwing at it. My knees were bad by my mid-40s, and I'll own it because I almost never wore knee pads when I was younger. I would just keep working and I wouldn't stop what I was doing to put on protective gear because I thought it was slowing me down. It wasn't until I got a little older that I started taking things seriously when I felt a little bit of pain and discomfort in my joints. But by then, the damage was already done. The concrete you're kneeling on doesn't care how tough you are. It just keeps taking. Stretching your quads and hamstrings every single day takes less time than it takes to scroll your phone before bed. Overhead work is a slow killer. Drywall guys, framers, painters, every hour you spend with your arms over your head, you're compressing that shoulder joint. When I mentioned painting my office last weekend, it's just a small 10 by 11 room that I'm in right now. It was nothing crazy, but rolling the ceiling had my shoulders popping like bubble wrap. And my shoulders started talking to me about 15 years ago. A little click here, a little ache here, and I ignored it. But by 20 years in the trades, I was having conversations with my doctor about rotator cuff operations. And what I should have been doing all along was some kind of exercising for my shoulders, like face pulls, resistance band work, maybe just 10 minutes a day. That's it. It doesn't cost you anything but time and dedication and discipline. And that ends up buying you years. So let me give you the short list of what I wish I had done. Number one was to build a stretch routine and to stick with it. Not when you feel like it, but every day. Maybe 10 minutes in the morning and 10 at night. I would have done hips, hamstrings, shoulders, and back. The back needs to be counterbalanced against what you're doing on the job. And this was the single biggest thing I skipped, and I felt it. Number two was to add light resistance work. Not heavy lifts, but bands, light dumbbells, and body weight. The goal isn't to get jacked. It's simply to keep the joints stable and the muscles supporting your frame. I stayed active with biking, kayaking, that helped, but it wasn't enough without the targeted work. Number three, watch what you're putting in your body. I drank too much on weekends and ran on sugar during the week. Try cutting off the caffeine early in the afternoon because it's still in your system later than you think. And drink more water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty on the job. Inflammation doesn't care how tough you are. Also, clean up the diet and you'll feel it in your recovery almost immediately. Number four, invest in the right gear. Good boots, knee pads, a quality back brace for the heavy lifting days. Number five is get serious about sleep. That's when your body actually repairs itself. Put the phone and the screens down at least a couple of hours before bed. This is one I'm still trying to work on. Electronics keep your brain fired up when it needs to be winding down. If you're running on 6 hours and ibuprofen, you're borrowing from your future self. So real quick, if you're getting something out of this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. It's the easiest way to tell YouTube to show more tradesmen who need to hear it, and I appreciate it. So here's what this is really about. Your body is your business. It's a tool. It's the thing that puts food on your table, pays the mortgage, and builds your future. And most of us treat our equipment better than we treat ourselves. I watch good tradesmen, guys who are talented, guys who worked hard their whole lives, retire with nothing. Not just financially, physically broken down before they even get to enjoy it. I'm not sitting here telling you I did it right. I didn't. I could have done it better. And that's worth something if it helps you make a different call than I did. And that's what this channel is all about. Not theory, not perfection, but real talk from somebody who's been in it and made plenty of mistakes along the way. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe and share this with the tradesman who needs to hear it. And I'll see you on the next one. Work smart, not just hard. This is John with Straight Talk, Real Trades, Real Life.